What's up, everybody? You got Tone here, bringing you my NPL Miners Season 4 Week 9 and Week 10 battles for the National Pokeball League Miners. I'm combining these two battles into one because, for the most part, these battles were supposed to happen sooner, but time constraints and other in real life stuff kind of threw us off the trail here. So for that being said, we're just going to get right into the battle. We are going to be playing Ethan, or Redithan, as he's known, coach of the Tennessee Tynamos, and this is pretty much a must-win game for us, as our playoff chances are very, very slim but manageable. We are currently 3-5 heading into this battle after coming off of a loss to I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, guys. So week 8 we played it will come back to me eventually, but regardless, we didn't lose that game. Oh yeah, we played Keegan week number 8, and we lost that game 2-0. It was a very haxy game. I didn't really have the replay because replays were down at the time of the upload, so I can't really see how the game happened. I tried my best to describe it, but it was basically a case of a lot of crits. My Clefable got crit by the Delmise, and then Latios missed a Draco Meteor on the Mandibuzz and knocked on my Choice Scarf, and I lost to Jolteon late game. So here we are playing Ethan. I don't really have the team roster in front of me, so you guys forgive me for that one. I also apologize if it feels kind of rushed, because like I said, I'm already behind time with these uploads as it is. So I kind of forgot what team I brought in this game. I have a rough idea of the concept. So basically, this was just like a wish protect, toxic, scald, not toxic. We had some Ice Beam and Scald on my Vaporeon, standard defensive. We have sub Baton Pass, Scolipede into my Xurkitree, which is Tail Glow, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Water, and Signal Beam. Entei was more of a physically defensive. It was physically defensive with Rocky Helmet because he had a Weavile, so I thought that'd be a cool check. We have Calm Mind, Stored Power, Moonblast, Soft Boiled, Clefable again, and we have a Stealth Rock, Shuckaberry, Excadrill, I want to say. I don't really remember what this item was. So yeah, again, I'm sorry if I feel like I'm kind of off with my sets and whatnot. We played this a while ago, so I didn't really have a chance to like look back and see how the game, my thought process and whatnot. So I'm gonna be kind of all over the place when I do these this post-com. So let you guys know in advance. So we're just gonna play the battle here and see how things went. So I'm going to lead off with my Excadrill here, because I figured free rocks. He's going to go out to his Crobat here. He's going to reveal Super Fang, so I'm like, okay, this is not good. So, going to go for this Fire with an Iron Head here to try to get some damage off. Reveals he's Black Sludge. And he's going to go hard to Dragon here on my next Iron Head and reveal that he is indeed Rough Skin. But he's not Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, he's Leftovers. So, I'm going to switch out here and go to my Vaporeon here. And he's going to go for his own rocks, so I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine. So I believe I go for a Wish this turn, or an Ice Beam, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so I threw up a Wish, and then here's where I made a misplay. I went hard Scolipede, and he went for Psychic. This part I remember because this literally threw off my entire plan. After all, I can't Speed Pass in the Xurkitree with the Scolipede that's dead. So my middle ground play was actually going to Excadrill, because Excadrill was Excadrill was already took damage because Super Fang. Me going hard Scolipede was like a balls to the wall kind of play here. Came back to bite me. I think my Scolipede had like Protect. Oh, it wasn't even a substitute. It was Poison Jab plus Rock Slide because for the Crobat. So yeah. So I'm gonna use my Scolipede here, which allowed me to go hard into Entei, but I'm a physically defensive Entei, so Stick Fire won't be doing jack to anything. I think it goes on hard draw to gun, Stick Fire, and that does pitiful damage. Don't even get a burn, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go fire for Toxic now, just to get some wear thing down. I have to go for an Earthquake. Gets a good chunk of damage to my Entei here. So from here, I'm gonna fire up a Stone Edge. I'm just gonna just chip this thing down because didn't really have much use for it. I mean, I could have kept around Enter with a Mega Gallade, but at the same time, me trying to pass Wishes into Vaporeon, and my only way of getting rid of Hazard is Rapid Spin Excadrill, and I wanted to keep that thing healthy, but I already failed at that. I'm gonna catch the Shaym with the Ice Beam here. As I go hard Circuitry as I go for a Seed Flare, and absolutely just blows me back. I'm gonna die to 2 Seed Flares. Reveals he's Life Force, so I'm gonna use my Circuitry to the next Psychic. So now it comes to Clefable here. It's gonna go for another Seed Flare here. Does over 60% and gets the Spadef drop, and I'm like, oh crap. So I went for Softball here. In hindsight, I should have went for Moonblast, but because of the Spadef drop, I'm forced to switch out. And then here he reveals Synthesis. Yep, he reveals Synthesis here. So that was a misplay on my part. I could have taken out the Shaym-In a lot sooner. I said Shamus, but Mike's going to take out the Jordan with the Iron Head, gets a chip damage. In comes the Landorus. He's going to click Earth Power. He reveals I'm faster, and then he go for Earthquake. Did he even have Sugar Berry? I think I was like Pasha or something, but I don't remember. In comes my my Vaporeon here, and he's gonna double out into a Shaman here, because he knows he can take an Ice Beam from. He can take 2 Ice Beams, and the only way I can really like bring this back is if I have to keep collecting Ice Beam at this point, and then he's gonna put himself into a position where he can just fire off a Seed Flare, which takes me out from full anyway because he's Life Orb. And my last Pokemon is Clefable, and I can't really set up Calm Minds on anything because he gets another Spadef drop here. I'm just going to click Moonblast, take out the Shaman, which I should have did sooner, but in hindsight, it wouldn't have really mattered in the end because you got the Mega Gallade, Mega Evolve, click Poison Jab, and down with my Clefable, and we're going to lose 4-0 to Ethan. So we lose 4-0, and essentially we are now officially eliminated from the playoffs contention. We're now 3-6 with a -1 differential. So yeah, the disappointing season got worse, essentially speaking. But me getting so aggressive with the Scolipede threw off my game in the first place. I shouldn't have went hard Scolipede in the first place. That error was totally on me. I should have went Excadrill at the middle ground play, like I said before. So anyway, good game to Ethan. But with me now out of the playoffs, I do get to change up my strategy for my last week of the season against Turbo and the Phoenix Midnights, because we're both out of the playoffs right now, both 3-6. So let's see exactly how that battle went. So yeah. Since we're both 3-6, we're both out, we decided to have a little bit of a meme battle. And yeah, you think when your season can't get any worse. I mean, I can't possibly mess up a meme battle, right? Trust me, I'll find a way to do so. So, as you see, instead of trying to get over complicated here, but like bringing some, I did bring heat sets, but some of them are kind of not really standard, but they're kind of like funny in a sense. So you see, we brought Grot-le, so hooray! Grot-le is Sand Tomb with Toxic, Synthesis, and Leech Seed. I know, I was thinking of something else because I'm like, why would I bring Sand Tomb when he has 3 flying types and a Hydreigon? So what's the point? Still brought it anyway, but because why not? Then we have Absol, which is Super Lux Scope Lens, Night Slash, Psycho Cut, Stone Edge, and Shadow Claw because of the Drifblim and the Celebi. Entei is Resto Chesto with Calm Mind, Flamethrower, Rest, and Toxic. Clefable is Substitute Belly Drum, Fire Punch, Drain Punch with Figgy Berry. Scolipede is No Attacks, Substitute Baton Pass, Protect, and Spikes. Although you'll see by this battle, I'm gonna really wish I had Aqua Tail. And we have Landsat Berry on our Scolipede, so I can pass speed and a critical hit ratio boost to Absol so I can guarantee crit everything and outspeed everything on his team. And lastly, is basically the only Pokemon, spoiler alert, that's going to do anything this battle, and that's going to be my Choice Scarf Final Gambit Zangoose with immunity. So, like I said, if you think someone doesn't know how to mess up a meme battle, that's going to be me. So, what's going to happen is, so the entire plan of this battle was to lead off with Zangoose and click Final Gambit. The only way this backfires is if he leads off with Drifblim or doubles into Drifblim on my Final Gambit. So he either with Mega Lopunny as I go with my Zangoose. I'm like, please just stay in, let me kill this, and he does. Final Gambit, goodbye. So I'm like, okay, threat eliminated, right? No. Because I make a mistake, I'm really a mistake. I'm not really going to care at this point because of the fact that it's a meme battle, we're both out, why not? So I go for a layer of spikes here, but I should have clicked Protect first, and then Baton Pass out into my Absol. So basically so I'm going to keep on subbing here, because I'm trying to get the Landsat boost, as well as the, trying to pass the speed into the into my Absol, but I messed up already because I went for Spice, which made no sense in this battle. I'm like, alright, you know what, screw it. He's gonna keep clicking Acrobatics here, he's gonna Baton Pass, and then I was gonna Baton Pass, I'm gonna Baton Pass into my Absol here like an idiot, because I had nothing else to go into. I'm like, Absol can't take a hit, yeah. So now I'm going to go out into my Entei here, I'm going to click Calm Mind here as they go for Earthquake, and I'm like, really? I felt pretty stupid going for Calm Mind here, but, So now he goes for Earthquake again, I'm like, I'm going to switch out going to my Grot-le here, he's going to go for Hone Claws again, and I'm going to fire for Elite Seed. And I'm not going to live a +2 Acrobatics here, which does suck. So Growl's going to go down. My Clefable's not unaware, so that's going to go down. My Scolipede doesn't have any attack. My Entei does not have any speed, and it's going to go down. And Scolipede's going to drop to the Acrobatics. So yeah, like I said, if there was anyone who could mess up a meme battle, it would be me. If I was unaware Clef, this would not have happened. At the same time, my minor season was so disappointing, I didn't really care in the slightest. It actually took me a while to realize he wasn't even an item on the Glimegar, so even if I had knockoff, it wouldn't have done jack. Even a crit knockoff wouldn't even taken it out, so yeah. You know you're having a bad season when you can't even do a meme battle right and you get swept by a Gligar. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the minor season. We finished 3-7 with a -6 differential, which surprisingly is an improvement from season 3 when we only went 2-5. So yeah, I know I had a lot of expectations, high expectations with the team I drafted. I was ranked #1 preseason, and then I dropped like a rock after I won my first battle. Overall, pretty underwhelming, but at the same time, I'm glad the season's over. It's just, it was more of, this season pretty much was more of me just trying to do too much. But not really too much, I didn't really do enough, so to speak, in terms of the team that I drafted. The only real Pokemon I felt comfortable with was Scolipede. Scolipede was really the one Pokemon that carried the team as a whole with 10 kills. And then Excadrill had 9 and Xurkitree had 7. There were times where I wanted to try to get a sweep going with Clefable, and I either never had the chance to set up or I got crit. So unfortunately for Clefable, I never had to do really much of anything. It did get 4 kills this season, which is cool. Latios, I wish I used more. I wish I used it more effectively. I let it go down plenty of times when it shouldn't have dropped. I know it could have done a lot better than 2 kills. I already brought up Excadrill with the 9 kills that came through clutch. in some of my battles, mainly against Mio and whatnot. Just run out the rest of my team. Vaporeon, never really used Vaporeon in Draft League format. This was kind of like a fun, it was a cool core to run with my Clefable Mega Venusaur, but it was never really like functioning, so to speak, because I wanted to bring something more. I'm used to more having an offensive or like a bulkier water type. Not saying that Vaporeon isn't a bad water type. It's probably just more of the mindset of me using it better. So again, it's more of a learning curve for me to try to get used to these mons. Entei, I never really used that much since week 3. Like, I only brought like 5 times, and since then, since the whole thing with Donaki, the game against Donaki where I missed Sacred Fire, and I just like never really wanted to play Sacred Fire again because I was afraid I was gonna miss. But I know there were some games where I could have brought Entei or used it a lot better, but again, it's more like the team that I brought, me trying to prep better, me trying to play better. It's more in the sense of being more confident with the team that I bring in, double checking my EVs and whatnot. I know there is some games I played where I should have won and I let it slip away from me. I know that Ace will never let me live down the game I choked away a 5-0 win because I missed EV by Circuitry. Again, he can hound me all he wants for that. So yeah, congrats to you, Ace, for making the majors. You can keep rubbing it in my face. I don't really care, man. What else? Mega Venusaur. Didn't really get to bring it that much until like the mid portion of the season, and even then, it was a great defensive mon. But there were some instances where I wished I had brought it like more offensively inclined. I was always forced to bring it defensively because of the matchup and whatnot. Me picking up Absol and Zangoose mid-season was also pretty cool. Absol was huge with the when I got the 6-0, my first 6-0 win in Draft League format week 4, picked up 3 kills. Zangoose was a terror against Carney, although I did lose that game, and so put tremendous pressure against his team. And then we have the one Grot-le, which only came in a meaningless battle. I really wish I was able to use Lopunny before I had to drop it, but it's more of the structure that my team had, mainly lacking a real ground resist, and I was forced to drop Lopunny, pick out Grot-le. I'm pretty sure regular Lopunny would have done a lot better for me in this game as opposed to picking out Grot-le, but I think it was me just being too desperate. But that's pretty much gonna be enough rambling. I'm glad I had this. Either way, I'm a little bit disappointed because, again, I had drafted this team. I had playoff aspirations, majors, promotion aspirations, and then everything just came crashing down in not so splendid fashion. But like I said, like, no one's perfect. I'm not the best battler. I'm not the best team builder. I'm going to be forgetful at times. I'm going to have these lapses in judgment and these lapses in prep and all that stuff. But again, I'm not the best battler. I'll be the first person to tell you I am not the best battler. I'm not the best team prepper. I can't trash talk anyone because I'm no better than the next person. Anyone watching my videos or my channel can arguably say they're better than me, and I give them props for all that stuff. But I'm never gonna be like the one person to get upset at someone else because of my own mishaps. So this is pretty much another season of the minors in the books. I will be back for season number 5 of the minors, where hopefully I will be doing better. I do feel like I'm getting more confident with these battles, even though these past 10 weeks of the minors, I do admit, was pretty stressful. I felt like with the minors, I felt more inclined to be above and beyond. I put a lot of pressure on myself, pretty much. And the last thing I want to do is make myself more stressed out than I would like to be. So for season 5, I want to be a lot more relaxed, a lot more calm, or I'm gonna try to be. When I try to draft a team with a lot more me, in a sense, whatever the case may be. I might draft some new stuff. I might pick out some stuff I drafted this season. Who knows what the case may be. Who knows what the future holds. The only thing we know is season 5 I will be back, which will be starting who knows when. Most likely after Sun and Moon, Ultra Moon comes out in November. So yeah, until then there's still the major Pokemon League to finish up and the NPA minors to deal with. So nonetheless, this concludes season 4 of the National Pokemon League minors. Excuse me. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride, and what a ride has been these past 10 weeks of the season. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you guys new to the channel, all that good stuff. Check out everyone else associated with the NPL and the link in the description down below. Subscribe to all of them. They are really cool guys. And that's going to be it from me, guys. Until the next time, my name is Anthony, aka Tone, and I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. Later.